Manager with APO Group, and I will be your host today. It is my pleasure to moderate this session. Rugby Africa is convening this online event today in partnership with APO Group, the leading Pan-African communication consultancy and press release distribution service, and the main official sponsor of Rugby Africa inaugural Media and Photography Awards. Rugby Africa and APO Group have a common goal to help African rugby break through on the international stage. Dedicated to the sustainable global growth of the sport in Africa, Rugby Africa views the continent as a key region with huge potential for the future development of rugby. Over the years, many moments have shaped the face of rugby on the continent. And as a show of support to journalists and photographers who have been valuable task of documenting the game for fans and players alike, the inaugural Media and Photography Award represents a new era of sharing and appreciation of the sport, which have brought so many together. Rugby Africa's Media and Photography Awards celebrate the very best in African sports journalism and photography. And the jury has been looking for new stories and images that capture the passion of rugby in Africa and demonstrate the promotion and progression of the sport across the continent. The frontrunners will have the opportunity to walk away with a whopping $1,500 in prize money. And today we are joined by our judging panel, which is headed by the chairman of World Rugby, Sir Bill Beaumont, as well as Nicolas Pompigne-Mognard, founder and chairman of APO Group, as well as Mr. Herbert Mensah, head of communications of Rugby Africa. And I would like now to take this opportunity to give the floor to Sir Bill Beaumont. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody, and apologize for my slight delay there in IT skills. But good morning to you all. On behalf of World Rugby, I'd like to express my appreciation for the tremendous role that the media plays in telling the story of rugby across Africa. Whilst recognising the pandemic has caused unprecedented challenges and pain for the African continent, as it has for the world over, nowhere has rugby's spirit of solidarity and passion been more evident than across your continent and within your nations. You are tackling and overcoming the challenge together, like any great rugby team, to get the sport back up and running, attracting new participants and fans. Africa is at the heart of World Rugby's plan to expand the game globally. More men and women, boys and girls are taking up the sport, and your competitions and national teams are going from strength to strength, thanks to the hard work of Rugby Africa and the respective unions. You, the media, are just as important to us, telling the story, not just of what happens on the pitch, but the incredible stories of triumph against adversity, passion over obstacles, and capturing the true spirit of rugby in words, pictures, and film. You are inspiring the next generation of players and fans and reporters. For that, I personally would like to thank you. I would also personally like to thank the jury members for devoting their time to this exciting and important initiative. It's exciting to see such a stellar lineup of people giving up their time for these awards. I'd also like to thank Nicolas and APO for their huge support in promoting these awards and rugby in general across Africa. Finally, I'd like to recognise all the participants. The extraordinary quality of work across the board is inspirational. You have made the jury's job very difficult indeed. Thank you very much for inviting me, and good luck to you all.
Thank you very much, Sir Bill Beaumont. Now you will have the pleasure to meet Mr. Nicolas Pompigne-Mognard, founder and chairman of APO Group. Nicolas, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Yasmina. Thank you, Bill. As you may know, APO Group has been the official sponsor of Rugby Africa since 2017, in charge of the visibility of Rugby Africa, promoting rugby across Africa, but also showcase displaying African rugby across the world. But in fact, that media award, I think, is a very important milestone. As you mentioned it, we gathered 85, no less than 85 jury. Also a company a little bit more unexpected on that field, like the Google, the Uber, even Harley Davidson, etc. So I think that, as a former journalist, I would say that the value of media award obviously can be considered as the cash prize or etc. But I see very much that the value is on the jury, the composition of the jury, who are actually awarding you that award is something you can really be proud of. Whoever is going to win that award today, the media award, the photography award, will be able to state to the world that he has been selected by 85 of the largest, most influential, most important senior executive active on the continent. So again, good luck to all the finalists, and a special thanks to all the members of the juries. I mean, as executive and chairman and etc. We know they are extremely busy, but they gave their time to support that award, and in fact to support African rugby, to support rugby in Africa. So a big thank you to all of them.
Thank you very much, Nicolas. Now we will dedicate some time to Albert Mansa, Head of Communications of Rugby Africa. Albert?
Thank you, Yasmina. I think that distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, very important and powerful group of people here today. I think I should first say that I'm incredibly happy and surprised that we've been able to put together this extraordinary webinar. I say that because Africa is such a vast continent. Communication is taken as for granted in many parts of the world, but from east to west, north to south, back into Europe, it's incredible that we're still online, and I say congratulations to everybody who's put this together, very much so. All other protocols observed. I think on behalf of Rugby Africa and all parties, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this inaugural awards ceremony. It's wonderful to be here today in the company of some of Africa's most influential sports media and photographers, many of whom have been participants in Africa's economy for many years. Today, Rugby Africa honors its next generation of media photography reporters, thus bringing us together to celebrate this monumental moment in sporting history. A first of its kind, the awards received over 1,500 entries from countries including Benin, Cameroon, Senegal, Madagascar, Uganda, Zimbabwe, just to name a few. We're very pleased with the interest in the awards, and the jury panel were presented with remarkable entries, and the decision was not an easy one. As part of Rugby Africa's work to grow the culture of sport across the continent, the criteria for the awards were cognizant of submissions that value the promotion and progression of the game as we love it throughout the continent. Rugby Africa is not only bringing fresh thinking, but we're also building a better working world with smart technology and promoting rugby across the African continent. Through this, we are leading digital innovation in a much needed area, sports. It is worthy to note that Rugby Africa has thus far impacted thousands of lives, and these people are in some ways part of the game, with many more to come. I take this opportunity to congratulate Rugby Africa's inaugural media and photography winners. All the names, I believe, have already been put out there. Your outstanding work in the field of sports reporting is exemplary, and I hope you will continue to set ablaze the trail in Africa and beyond. I'd also like to extend my acknowledgement and thanks to World Rugby for supporting Rugby Africa, as well as the participants who have supported Rugby Africa throughout the past years. Furthermore, we acknowledge the very special partnership between APO Group and the Rugby Africa that is three-pronged, from being both media, public relations perspective, as well as digital marketing, thus affirming that this partnership will continue to provide, innovate content for rugby enthusiasts alike. I think just before I end, it's important that for us in Rugby Africa, this webinar is an extension of how we intend to grow. The game is a beautiful game. We've seen it across the world in tier 1, tier 2 countries. And surely an awards scheme of this nature will help bring the beauty that Africa provides, the largest continent there is in the world, with the greatest talent for where the money really is at. And I think the relationship that we have with APO and that Rugby Africa has, obviously with World Rugby, that many people who think that Africa is far away, it will bring it much closer through the excellence of those who have entered into this award. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mensah. Now, I would like to go back to Mr. Nicolas Pompigne-Mognard to announce who are the winner. Nicolas.
Okay, so it is my pleasure to announce that the winner of the media award is Dave Mora from Kenya. Dave Mora, yeah, I can see your smile. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. I mean, you're going to be able to brag about it, about that one for a couple of years. Yeah. Okay, Dave, say something.
Yes. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Actually, this is my first award as a journalist, and I'm so grateful to Rugby Africa. I'm just saying that let's continue with that passion towards the growth of the game in the continent. I'm so surprised. I don't even have words.
Well, let me tell you, you can brag about that one. You can, you can tell around. A press release will be distributed. You earned it. You made it. So embrace it. Hopefully, it's the first and probably not the last.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Nicolas, and congratulations. Now, I would like to go back to Mr. Herbert Mensah to announce the remaining winners. Mr. Mensah.
Technology for those of us over 60 is never easy. I apologize for the pause. I believe that I'm announcing the photography award, Yasmina, and I'm truly honored to be able to do this, partly because my hobby is photography itself. I'm not as good as the extraordinary winner, John Batunde. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce it exactly correct, but when I look at that winning picture, I mean, oh my gosh, it's extraordinary. The picture of the muddy battle between the heathens, loose forward, Scott launching an attack against Warriors players. I think it was the Uganda Cup match played in Kampala. Extraordinary. You just have to look at that to understand what rugby is really all about. It captures so much. We don't have to be in Edinburgh. We don't even have to be in parts of the Midlands in the UK to get such muddy fields. Extraordinary picture. And all I can say is to Scott, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mensah. I would like to say thank you on behalf of John, who is in here with us today. And now I would like to give the floor to Ms. Coralie van den Berg to announce the fan context winner. Coralie?
Thank you, Yasmina, and good morning to all. It is my pleasure to announce that the winners of the Rugby Africa social media fan contest are Mireille Banti from Madagascar and Gorata Rati Khati from Botswana. Congratulations and thank you for your engagement and support. I think we'll be in contact with you shortly and you'll receive some nice goodies such as rugby jersey, rugby balls from Rugby Africa.
Thank you very much, Coralie. And now I would like to thank all of you for joining us today. And I hope you have enjoyed the prestigious Rugby Africa's Media and Photography Award ceremony. And our sincere gratitude to all the entrants for helping us make this competition a success. Have a lovely day.